Hey guys, my name is Geraldine and this is the first episode of a series. I recommend watching the intro video first before we dive right into this one. Just a little recap, I suggested a hobby that anyone could take up as long as they have a camera that can take photos. And if it wasn't obvious enough, it was photography. So if you are curious, I can tell you a few tools that you can keep in mind if you ever want to start. There are 4 aspects that I will talk about in this series, and that's subject matter, composition, color, and lighting. But right now, I'm just going to talk about subject matter, which is the first one. I think it's safe to say that most of us probably take pictures, right? Whether it's often or not. There are all kinds of pictures out there, but the most common ones usually have people, animals, objects, places, or food and drinks. These are called subject matter, meaning they are the main focus point or the most interesting part of the picture. This is essential to the picture-taking process because it leads to a bunch of decisions that a photographer has to make regarding the next 3 aspects that I'm going to talk about in the series. The subject can be anything you want, and once you take a picture, you'll have this great opportunity to show everyone how you see the world through your eyes, like your lens. Once you get a subject, the next thing to think about is the story or the narrative behind it. These are usually set by the photographer, and no matter how random or limited it is, there usually is one. The great thing about this art is that it's a collaborative effort between the photographer and their audience. Once they set a story or a scene, the viewer has the chance to continue the narrative. A story is probably one of the best things that you can implement, especially if you want to get a reaction. Humans like to fill in the blanks. We usually create a story in our mind, whether it's subconscious or not. And consider it selfish, but we also like to relate ourselves to a picture. We like to see the commonalities of being human. There's a reason why these pictures get a lot of reaction, and it's because at some point in time we have interacted or experienced these. I tested this story-making theory through a survey where I put a bunch of pictures that portrayed different subjects and asked their opinion on said pictures. Look at these adorable puppies, for example. Did the story pop up in your mind? Write it in the comments. Anyway, here are some of the answers I got. It looks like a poster for a dog movie where the oldest dog protects his siblings from the bad guys. 3 dogs waiting for their mother. Dogs ready to pounce someone who walks around in the neighborhood. At first, you just see 3 dogs chilling outside, but these people created a narrative behind it. As for relating ourselves to the picture, this is a jeep or a jeepney, specifically in the Philippines, which is generally a mode of transportation. The answers I got were, it reminds me of my daily commute to college. When the travel is long, it is a place where I can think of many things and listen to music without worrying about anything. Reminds me of pre-pandemic days wherein I commute my way to school every morning. These are just a few of the answers, but college and school were definitely the most common answers I got for this one. Feelings or emotions are also great to induce among your audience. According to the survey, this picture of Zesto on orange juice caused nostalgia. This Christmas tree caused excitement and happiness. This Jeep from before caused anxiety, and this couple caused longing. It's important to take note of what people think or feel when they see a subject because you can use this to your advantage. Knowing them could help you choose a subject that can attract the attention of people. And then you can base your next shoot on those reactions. In the intro, I mentioned that I was gonna recreate the answers I got. So now I'm gonna go outside and look for a story that people can relate to and feel emotions. Come along with me. Thinking of you, thinking of you.